This is Mr. Smith going over the Econ 3 job stats activity. There are a couple of components, but first just look at the directions here. Explore the following website and complete the EI chart by including at least 20 facts and 10 interpretations. So if we click on this website here, we'll see the Bureau of Labor Statistics. We'll see this table basically that will include, you don't have to pay attention to this one, the occupation code, but it will include occupation names. You don't have to pay attention to this one. The employment column is the number of people. So in all occupations in the United States, there are 146,875,480 employees. You don't have to pay attention to this number. This column is just the rate, the employment per 1,000 jobs. So the higher the rate, the more popular a particular job is when it comes to percentages. The median hourly wage and median hour wage are just two wages basically to look at the average. And then there is the annual mean, which is the total amount of money a person can earn per year. And so for all occupations, you can see the range is around $20, and the average yearly wage is about $53,490. And you can also sort these. And so you can, first of all, you can include more. This includes all of them at the same time. But we can sort these by name, for instance. So that way they're in alphabetical order. So let's say that you want to be a plumber. You can just, on a desktop, you can click Control F. Some it's Alt F, but just the find function within your browser, and you can type that in. You can see plumbers comes up. There's about 442,870. Their wage hovers around $27 an hour, and their yearly income is almost $60,000 a year. And that includes a little bit bigger group, and you can see they're sometimes included with others as well. So these are in two different groups that they're included with. But anyway, you can see it's almost a similar number. That's just one way that you can sort and look through all of these. You can also think, well, what is the most prominent occupation that exists? And that would be office and administrative support occupations. And you can click on all these, by the way, and look up more information about them. And so the major group compromise, you see it actually is made up of a number of different types of people, and includes some more statistics about them and where they're more popular and so on, and breaks it up by state. So anyway, then you can reverse it and see what are some of the least. Farm labor contractors. These aren't farm laborers, these are labor contractors. So these people, they set up laborers with farms. Wood pattern makers, private household cooks, they're only tracking about 390. These are the people that are paid basically full-time to be a household cook. These are obviously work for wealthier families. And so you can see those as well. And you can look up the highest, let's say, average wage. Some of them are not going to be available for because they cover too big groups. Here we can see anesthesiologists. Those are the types of doctors that, of course, put you to sleep before surgery, so $125 an hour on average. And then the wage is going to be pretty similar, but not always the same. And so here, once again, anesthesiologists, $261,730. Surgeons, $252,000. Oral surgeons, obstetricians, orthodontists. You can see these are all medically related jobs. And so what I want you to do is, on the EI chart then, on the left-hand side, type in about 20 different facts that you see. Don't go and list the first 20 things you see. Go actually through and review the information, jobs you're interested in, jobs in your family. Maybe your uncle does this, your aunt does that, and you're not sure what they are or how much they make. This would be a way that you can see what the average is for their hourly and yearly wages. And then 10 interpretations. What do you think of this one you see? What do you notice in the trends? What kind of jobs? Obviously, we just mentioned one that you can list on the interpretation side, which is that many of the top paying positions are medical, in the medical field. But what other types of interpretations do you see besides that? And once you enter that into the EI chart, you'll see a submit button in the top right hand corner, and you can go ahead and submit that for the job stats